Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the TiE Women Emirati Pitch Competition 2023. This is the very first competition of this program exclusively for Emirati women. This is a TiE global initiative to empower women entrepreneurs across the globe. Today's pitch competition offers an incredible opportunity to win $50,000 of equity-free prize money. Hello everyone, my name is Megha Mirani, I'm a journalist, and it is my honor to return to host this competition and shine the spotlight on Emirati excellence today. We'd like to start by, of course, thanking our sponsors, without whom this event would not be possible. So thank you very much to Transworld, our valued sponsor, for supporting us today. So over the past week, we concluded also 2 thrilling virtual competitions. On September 6th, Egypt's competition crowned Dr. Aya El Reef as the winner for her EdTech gamified platform Ward. On the 7th, we hosted teams from Jordan, Bahrain, Lebanon, and the wider Middle East, where we saw Khatira Studio led by Rana Askul, which is an empowering women-centric production house. Yesterday, we concluded our UAE competition with 10 amazing finalists, where Lara Hussain emerged as the winner with her startup, The Waste Lab, which is a platform that rescues food scraps. Our jury faced very tough decisions on all 3 days, and I'm sorry, but we know it won't be much easier today. So congratulations to everyone part of the competition, and we are ready to get started today. Just some background for you. We have received over 165 applications from across the Middle East and North Africa region, all from women-led licensed businesses. As part of all of this is not possible without the support of great partners and mentors, so I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank our esteemed community partners for all their contributions to making this event possible. Dubai Business Women Council, It's Her Store, WAMDA, Brink, Startup Abu Dhabi, Flat 6 Labs, Female Fusions, Livinc, C3, Plug and Play Abu Dhabi, The Bureau, and the 2020 Female Angels, and of course our host today, In5. Their support and collaboration have played a pivotal role in making this competition a success. So thank you very much. Can we have a round of applause for our partners? So a little bit about TiE Dubai. Shouldn't really need to explain, but for those who may not be aware, TiE Dubai is short for the Indus Entrepreneurs Dubai. And it's not just an organization, it's a movement. It supports innovators, visionaries, dreamers, and change makers. It's part of the TiE Global Initiative, which was founded in 1992 in Silicon Valley in California, and has since expanded to become a global organization with chapters worldwide, and of course, the Dubai chapter is one of them. One of the key pillars of TiE Dubai is mentorship. So they connect experienced entrepreneurs with industry experts and early-stage startups, so that they can provide guidance, as many of you in the competition have received, lots of advice and mentorship to grow your startups and build your ideas. TiE Dubai also facilitates, very important, connections with investors. So it helps startups secure funding, of course, to fuel their growth. And this pitch event is one of those ways to do that. It's not just about the $50,000. Of course, it would be nice to win that, but you will have access to so many investors in the audience, and I think that's the bigger prize in some ways. So for those of you who are here today and watching and following along, I'd like to invite you to visit TiE Dubai on social media, Insta story, tweet, and support the pitches for today. To start the proceedings today, first I'd like to invite Shamima Perveen, who is co-chair of TiE Women for the Middle East and North Africa. Shamima.
much. Welcome, everyone. Good afternoon. It is a momentous year for me personally in TiE Dubai and for TiE Women. When we started this program 4 years ago, we just started with only the UAE. And then we broadened this across the Middle East and North Africa. And to be able to include a category for the Emirati women is actually a very heartening process for all of us, because we understand the kind of emphasis for women empowerment and entrepreneurship in the UAE, guided by His Excellencies. And so in TiE Dubai and TiE Women, we want to do our bit to be able to provide the platform to help you with investment access through the kind of networks we provide, as well as to be able to get an opportunity to win the prize money here through TiE Women. And I think regarding the program and everyone, you've already given a great introduction. Thank you so much for that. But I again want to be able to thank taking the time for my esteemed judges to come here to be able to listen to these pitches and to be able to give them your inputs and select the winner. And again, I would also want to emphasize some of them who have really not won in 1 year have come back to win in many successive years as well. And some of them who didn't get to win were given investment opportunities by those in the audience or by investors who were here. So this is an opportunity for you not just to win here, but I think to be able to make your pitch the best that you can, which I'm sure you'll all do. So again, we want to thank our sponsors, Transworld, for supporting the TiE Women program here in TiE Dubai, and Infi being a very supportive partner always. And I want to give you all the floor right now because this is your day. And before that, let me introduce PK. I have 10 slides actually to make an introduction for him, but I think he would kill me if I do that. But then if you don't know PK, you're in the wrong room. That's all I'll tell you. So PK, if you can just come in and give a few words before we get started.
Shamima, very kind of you. Don't believe a word. Don't believe a word. Don't believe a word. Thank you so much. My name is PK Gulati, and the age is available. You know, we were the people who stood around the lake in Dubai Internet City, and that's how TiE was formed 21 years ago. So one word I can see today and talk about is satisfaction, to see how it has grown. I still remember when we launched TiE, we used to actually write the spelling of entrepreneurship to people, you know, because nobody knew it. When the press guys would ask us, so what are you talking about? This entrepreneurship. That also made sure we all knew the spelling. But Dubai has come a long way, and we've had an exceptionally satisfying ride on the way. And seeing such innovative ideas come forward and have an ecosystem like the In5s now here, it actually is something which is supporting, you know, the whole innovation culture that Dubai is known for. So we are proud to be a part of that. The biggest thing TiE does is actually plugs you to a network. TiE's network is one of the most powerful networks with almost 60 cities that we are present in around the world, and that comes along with it. So don't think of it as a win of whatever you may get or whatever. That's a very small thing to think about. What it does is it plugs into a global network from the US to Europe to Japan to Singapore, the whole of Asia, India, Pakistan. So when you look through that, you find peers, you find mentors, and you find domain experts which allow you to build such networks. So I wish you all the best, and may the best person win. But remember, all of you win, because all of you will be mentored, all of you will be supported and plugged into the network. So thank you very much. And again, before I leave, thank you to all of you, for making the time to come here. Because remember, we are in the payback mode, give back mode. All of us are giving back, and that's how the next generation comes in. Thank you so much.
Thank you, PK. I will agree with Shamima. 10 slides probably wouldn't be enough, but thank you for always being so modest and humble. So let's get the show started. I'd like to introduce our judges today. We have with us Louisa Chittour. She plays a vital role in understanding specific innovation needs of healthcare stakeholders in the region. from providers to regulators and pharmaceutical corporations. She identifies potential obstacles in their digital transformation journey and facilitates implementation of cutting-edge tech solutions from international startups. Additionally, she supports emerging digital health ventures in the region through Plug and Play's venture capital arm and invests in promising pre-seed and seed stage technology solutions. She has over 5 digital health startups in her portfolio and is also an active angel investor. We need a lot more of those women angel investors, so great to have you on the panel today. Additionally, Louisa is a Found Her ambassador and the founder of Wovid Diaries, I love that name, which is a female empowerment nonprofit. She focuses on providing crucial support and mentorship to regional female founders while also addressing the very large gender gap in startup funding. Thank you for being here with us today, Louisa. Can we have a round of applause? And you already have an investor on the judging panel, guys. Take note. Next, we have Farah Al-Qasiya. Farah Al-Qasiya is a mom of 3 boys, an empowerment coach, social entrepreneur, and 2-time TEDx speaker. She has a bachelor's from Zayed University in Abu Dhabi. In 2013, she founded Stutter UAE, a support platform for stutterers, gaining global recognition for her work. She received Abu Dhabi's highest civilian award in 2018 for her community impact. Her Put your hands together very quickly again as well. Her documentary about Stutter UAE called Just Another Accent screened at the Cannes Film Festival as well as the Malmo Arab Film Festival. And if that wasn't enough, Farah also serves as the managing director at Speech Care Center Abu Dhabi and the iStutter Center. Her dedication empowers countless lives. Thank you for being with us, Farah. Our next judge also needs no introduction. We're all sitting here in his space today, but I will introduce Saeed Al-Nofeli. He is the director of In5. He took on this role in 2020 to drive innovation within Dubai's entrepreneurial ecosystem. He is responsible for nurturing many startups and turning them into commercially successful ventures. With 15 years of experience in commercial telecom, technology, and command and control systems, Saeed's expertise has helped local firms bring their concepts to this market. Before In5, Saeed worked at Shera, the Sharjah Entrepreneurship Center, where he trained, mentored, and graduated over 100 startups. Saeed has a strong track record of developing successful homegrown companies and promoting entrepreneurship in the UAE. And I know for a fact that he's always much more interested in stories of failures rather than successes, because that's where his expertise comes in, and he loves to invest in such founders. Thanks for all your support today, Saeed. Next up, we have Nick Vora. Based in Dubai, Nick leads MasterCard technology teams for the Middle East and Africa. He oversees innovation, cybersecurity, infrastructure, software development, and customer support. Basically, all things MasterCard. His team provides technology guidance to maximize MasterCard's solutions. And previously, he managed product and P&L for global processing and security solutions. He's been with MasterCard since 2011. That's a lot of points you must have, contributing to US payment processing platform development. Nick also holds executive certification in general management from Kellogg at Northwestern University and a degree in management information systems and computer science and mathematics from the University of Miami. Thanks for being with us, Nick. So you'll be looking at all the numbers quite closely, I'm sure. All right, so are we ready to get this show started? Oh, that doesn't sound exciting at all. All right, so some ground rules first. So very simple. Each team has 10 minutes to pitch. 2 minutes before time's up, you will have a signal from Veena over here. And then, of course, time out. There will be no extra time. We are very strict. We are strict because we want to be fair to everyone. We're not just strict with the contestants, we are also strict with the judges. They have 5 minutes to ask you questions. So judges, you have 5 minutes, which means approximately a minute for each of you. Not being rude, I apologize in advance, but I will cut you off. Do not try to sneak in extra questions. You only have 1 minute. If we have additional time, I will of course come back to you for any follow-up questions. But we want to be also fair to the judges, to give them each a chance to ask you a question, as well as the participants a chance to answer each one of you. And in the words of one of the founders, she said, I want to connect with each one of the judges, so yes, please cut them off and cut me off. And so that is what I will be doing. All right. Just a quick note also for the participants. There's a little sign over there, a little X, and that's where you will be standing to present. And of course, we'll pass you the clicker and the mic. Finally, for those in the audience, I would love for you as well to get involved in the scoring and support our participants. So, of course, please follow TiE Dubai on Twitter or Instagram and share and support your fellow founders. And you can also scan the QR code. Cicely, where's the QR code, please? Okay, the QR code that will pop up on the screen, where you can also grade your fellow founders' performances. This will not affect their final grade, but it's a great way to show them your support, right? So make sure that you tune into that. So let's welcome our first team of the show. I would like to call Reem Al-Musabe of Isal Solutions to come make her pitch. Round of applause, everyone. Yeah, on that little thing there, and you have a clicker here. Here you go. And we will have Veena there to tell you when your 8 minutes, and then your time's up. What's a pitch without some tech issues? I mean, why not? It shows there is still demand for lots of tech and tech talent and so-called transformation, as we call it, right? I don't know how, but we're still in the age of asking people on Zoom, do you hear me? Can you still hear me? So clearly we still have a long way to go. Or maybe it's nostalgic value, right? Some things never change. We're meant to have that experience. I'm sorry, Reem, please bear with us. And again, thank you for being brave to go first. I don't think you had a choice in it, but thank you. Perhaps it's just the basic restart or battery issue. So Ah, we used it yesterday, okay. The simplest solution is always the best one. I was reading on a funny tweet the other day where they said, why do we always hit the remote when it doesn't work? Like, what sense does it make? To which there was a very, I thought, quite clever and cheeky response as well, but why does it work when I hit it? So I guess maybe this remote just needs a good smack, yeah. Anish, have you tried hitting it? It will be funny if that's what fixes it. Okay, so hitting the remote hasn't worked, but maybe the new battery or a restart will. Thanks for your patience, everyone. We are now possibly looking at more innovative solutions to fix this, so please bear with us. Maybe we should have a prize for who fixes it. Piece of the pitch money. Poor Reem is like, well, it had to be my pitch, right? Amazing. So what was it? The battery? Was it just the battery? Or did we hit the clicker and it worked? Okay, amazing. Well, glad it works. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, everyone. Please give a round of applause for Reem Al Musabe of Esal Solutions. And Veena will tell you when your time starts.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rayman Masabbah, and I am the founder of ESAL Solution. And I am here for a purpose, transforming businesses one digital receipt at a time. What exactly do? We help retailers, advertisers, and companies utilize item-level data from digital receipts and provide them with a valuable experience through digital transformation. So currently, as we speak, we have a commercial product that has been launched 2 months ago. We have piloted in over 57 plus shops, and we have 3 MOUs where we signed our last MOU last week with Dubai Commerce City. Why did we start this? So we live in an era where digital payments are all over the place, so why do physical paper receipts still exist? So we came up with a solution, and these are like the common pain points that most of our customers face. We deal with the B2B and the C when it comes to paper receipt segregation and also the hassle of tracking your expenses and making usable use of your insights that you can generate from digital receipts. So based on our customer validation, these are data that we have gathered. Paper receipts surprisingly puts 25% of businesses out of pocket by almost $10,000. 56% of businesses have reported losing receipts and invoices, whereas 40% of global paper production is utilized in receipts, and usually companies spend $12 per receipt, not to take into consideration restocking the paper, the ink, and buying the POS machine. So we're trying to eliminate all of these by providing a digital transformation solution. In addition to other validated feedback that we gathered, unnecessary expenses, unusable transactional data. So one of the major issues that financial institutes and various companies faces is that they cannot utilize the abundance of transactional data that they have. So how can we provide a solution that tracks the item level data from e-receipts and also provide them with valuable insight? In addition to this, lost opportunities. Something that people don't look at is that digital receipts are going to become the future marketing canvas for merchants and B2B owners. So this is our solution. Basically, it consists of a portal, a dashboard, and a mobile application. The dashboard allows you to customize your receipt, to provide you with insights, and then we have a mobile application that provides you with insights and a centralized platform to gather all of your receipts in one application. We have deployed and tested with over 70 plus POS, locally and international. We have also support from various entities and government, and validated through different milestones with various customers to utilize our solution. You might be asking, how does it work? It's simple. Let's say you're going to your favorite local coffee shop. All you have to do is just provide them with your ESAL ID or phone number, and then you get your receipt via ESAL mobile application, SMS, or WhatsApp. And then the B2B merchant owner will have a full insights dashboard to give them analysis on their e-receipt. So furthermore information about the Insights portal, our main focus is cost saving and revenue growth. We help you engage with your customers post-purchase, identify and acquire more customers in-store and also after shopping, and then how can we utilize this POS real-time data to provide an omni-channel behavior for your consumers. And that's what ESAL portal provides. One of our favorite features that our customers love is the customization. So imagine with me not a digital receipt, but a smart version of your receipt in which you can manage it, customize it, put the color, the theme, the insights, the offers, feedback from your customers, and you can even return an item through your e-receipt. All you have to do is click on an item, and then the merchant will receive a notification that a person or a customer would like to return an item. Our application is focused and targeted for the B2C. So end users will have a mobile application that acts as a centralized platform to manage all of your e-receipts, in which you can expense manage your expenditures. You have personalized offers and discounts. We are currently in discussion with a couple of loyalty points. So with every e-receipt, you get points for that. You can return an item and also secure your customer rights. So this is the 360 summarization of what I have mentioned. ESAL aims to tackle those 4 pillars, from identifying your customers, digitally engaging them, keeping your customers coming back, and most importantly, the omni-channel that we're providing for the end users. Market size is simple, so we want to tap into the digital analytics market, which is almost 1.5 billion, assuming a 10% market segmentation and penetration rate of 190, and then we capture 1%, so that's a $1.9 million. Target audience focuses on 3 tiers. So since we are a B2BC, we have segregated our customers into 3 specific tiers, starting with the brick-and-mortar retailers, F&B, going to POS providers, different IT departments, and lastly also industry analysts, investors, financial institutes, and banks. Our go-to-market strategy, so this has been already initiated. We have already 2 contracts in stage when it comes to piloting. We are aiming to reach out to 100 shops by the end of this year with a product-led growth mechanism, and then leverage on the social media, referral marketing, and various events. We have a specific standard operation procedure when it comes to merchant plan, from onboarding, servicing, upskilling, and then product enhancement. So this is our product development timeline since the initiation. We have launched ESAL version 1 last year, where we failed, to be honest, and then we changed the whole thing, pivoted to come up with a solution that is market fit for our customer needs. And we aim to scale the product, continue the R&D efforts, and then ESAL full-fledged digital solution. These are our competitors. So we have Slip, e-Fatura, Receipt, focusing on various sectors. But what makes ESAL special is that it combines data, ease of use, smart personalization, and also targeting both the B2B and the C. Subscription plans are straightforward. So our business model focuses on SaaS subscription and monthly based packages focusing on starters. We have the premium, and then we have the white label enterprise solution. This is our humble team, starting with myself, and Hassan is our app developer, Anas is our co-founder, COO, and then we have Hazem, he's the oldest in the team with 18 plus years experience in database analytics cloud management. And then we have a huge database of advisors, and just to name a few of them. Milestones. So what's next for ESAL? Despite that digitalization of receipts is just a precursor to many more. So we want to tap into consumer behavior, MCC, the merchant customer code, and integrate the AI strategy when it comes to recommendations and analysis, and then tap into consultancy, data services for the B2B and government sectors. So who wants to join me with our journey in terms of providing a smart economy from digitalizing receipts and a new, smarter way to receipt? Thank you for listening.
I'm sure we can give her a bigger round of applause. All right, let's get started with the Q&A for Reem. Of course, I have to come to you first, Nick, because it's a payment solution.
Sorry, not sure if this is working, but I'll just speak louder. Fantastic. I love the idea, you know, obviously the less paper, the better. Impressed with your research. Consumer permissions, etc. How does that work?
Thank you for your question. So we have the slide already
Excellent.
device, because we know this is very critical. So how secure? Already we are encrypted when it comes to 128-bit SSL. We have a firework. Our cloud is in AWS for maximum security. And we also take the initiative further to train our B2B clients in terms of how can they secure this data, what kind of analysis they will showcase. So one thing that I would like to specify is that we don't provide you with your customers' details, we provide trends. So everything is anonymous, everything is encrypted, and all you have to do is just get the overall trends to understand your customer behavior in general. So we have reports like consumer behavior in terms of affinity of the products, in terms of the most bought items, sales, in terms of when can I run a campaign, is it the right season to run, for example, a Spanish latte discount with a cupcake and so on. So all of these data provides trends and further insights. And we started ESAL because of one question: how can we utilize the real-time POS data to provide transactional insights to the consumer from an item-level data from the receipt itself? People usually just throw their receipts, not understanding the significance.
I'm going to cut you off, Reem, and let you
Next.
move to Saeed, your question.
Hi, Reem. Thank you for the presentation. I just wanted to understand about your competitive landscape and your strategy on the defensibility part. How do you defend, let's say, if someone wants to copy or someone's competing with you in that?
So one thing I'm really focusing on is the first mover advantage. I think what makes ESAL the USP in terms of we managed to crack the code of that we don't have to integrate with each and every POS system. We have a plug-and-play solution in which you can just download in any existing Windows-based or iOS-based software, and it provides you with all the analysis. Our competitors currently, they provide either a hardware or an integration solution. Integration means I need to go to a provider and just requesting them to give me the keys, and it takes a hell of a lot of time. So that's an advantage. In addition to this, we're looking to scale. So we're automating the system. We're looking at automating the data, providing insights for the users. So, and I think this is what makes us on top of a level, because we aim to become a data analysis house in the future.
Super. Moving to you, Farah.
Be a problem. Thanks for the presentation. Great, like a great solution. I have sort of a two-parts question. So You mentioned the pivot, that what motivated that pivot, especially what have you learned from the customer standpoint and market standpoint that got you to pivot? And should you receive a grant or thinking ahead, how would you use that 50K if you were?
Thank you for your question. So starting with the first question in terms of how did we pivot, we came up with a mobile application that focuses on the OCR solution of parsing the data. And then we understood that the end user doesn't want to do any steps. They want a seamless thing that once I go to your shop, I get the receipt and so on. So that changed the whole thing and pivoted. In addition, for example, we received some interest from Strata, even though they're into airplanes and manufacturing, but they stated we're looking at digital transformation within our supply chain when it comes to invoices. You guys have the know-how, how can we work together? So these kind of stuff, we started to understand that there is a need, and each and every segment and sector have their own requirements. So moving on to your second question, the 50K will allow us to further in terms of R&D of the solution. So we have reached a long way, but when it comes to data analysis and data capturing, it requires a lot of R&D and experts. So we want to hire experts, subject matter experts, to come and take us and scale us to the next step.
Okay, that's all the time we have for questions. Thank you very much. A round of applause for Reem Al-Musabe of Isal Solutions. We will now give the judges some time to put in their scores. It's tougher than it looks, right? When you're on a clock, not so simple when someone cuts you off. But also hats off to Reem with all the technical issues for remaining so composed. So I wanted to touch on something PK said earlier. He was talking about how some 21 years ago when they founded TiE, they were teaching teaching people how to spell entrepreneurship. I wonder if everyone still knows how to spell it. I see a lot of emails where maybe they don't. But I wanted to share that when I was reporting some 15 years ago, we just called it a new business. We didn't know what entrepreneurship or entrepreneurs is. That's like the new, it became a new buzzword, and rightly so, but at the time it was just somebody would contact us saying, we started a new company, and nobody made a big fuss about it or offered to give them money. So we live in a different time now, and we're very lucky to get this kind of support, an equity-free grant. Nobody's taking a stake in your business, but imagine the level of support to get that money without someone taking a percentage of anything from your company. So hats off to TiE for creating that support system. Yeah, the first one is always a little bit. Yeah, guys, just so you know, the judges are also under a bit of stress because they're on a clock as well. So it's not just you guys who have to stick to the time for your pitches. They also get limited time to make some very tough decisions and tough calls. Maybe later we'll get Shamima here to also tell us some of the stories. I know for a fact as well from hosting this competition for a few years now that there have been literally people after a pitch go up to the founders regardless of whether they've won and talk to them about investment. So, you know, it's not just about the opportunity to win this. All right, so we are ready for our next pitch. Put your hands together for Laila Al-Marashi of Cado Gifting.
Like that, huh? Thank you. Amazing brands like Valentino, LinkedIn, American Express, and Saudi Tourism Authority all use Cado Gifting, and I'm going to tell you why. Companies spend over $240 billion each year on corporate swag and gifts for their employees and clients. In the GCC alone, that's $19 billion. They spend weeks trying to find the perfect gift, going back and forth with, on average, 12 different vendors. And for what? For gifts that are low quality, that don't arrive on time, or get thrown away and forgotten. So I'll just refresh your memories with stress balls, notebooks and pens you never want at conferences, wasting millions of dollars. So we created Cado, a one-stop shop for unique corporate gifting. We've automated everything. Oops, it's not... We've automated everything from sourcing and customizing high-quality gifts to packaging at scale and last-mile delivery. We track order and shipping status and notify clients on each delivery. With our platform, we can get orders from desktop to door in just a week. We make our clients look good. With the perfect gifts delivered on time, we keep brands loved and top of mind. In just 1 year, with no paid ads, we've made over $1 million in revenue, with a 40% quarter-over-quarter growth. We make a commission on every sale, and unlike traditional e-commerce platforms, we don't carry any inventory. That means no inventory risk or warehouse expense. We are a small and mighty team with backgrounds in tech, e-commerce, and multinational operations. I'll end with this. Stay top of mind with your clients, stay memorable with Cado, and come talk to us.
All right, I'm going to start at that end first now to be fair and give everyone a chance. Louisa, you can go first.
Now I'm on the fence because that was a very supersonic pitch, which, I mean, it's short and sweet and it explained very clearly what you do. But then, and the numbers seem to support in terms of like revenues you're generating. But how do you envision your growth and scale?
So we just opened in Saudi over the past year. We've been getting a lot of traction and interest from companies like Middle Beast, Neom, Royal Protocol. There's a huge gap in the market. We close the order from first meeting sometimes. Conversion rate is 70%. It's one of the fastest growing startups in MENA right now. We also service Kuwait. We just finished a deal with expansion in Africa. So a lot of people come to us and ask us to service all around the world. It's a very lean model. The growth is the technology. So we definitely see a way to automate the process so that the clients can get used to working in a different way. Right now it's very messy. Corporates have to RFP, and then they go through vendors, and then some of the vendors have stock they just want to push, and millions are going to waste because at the end of the day, you have to put your brand on something, and it's a gifting culture, so you end up compromising on your brand, and nobody's happy. When they work with us, we have 20% repeat clients, and they really appreciate the effort that goes in. I think automation is the secret here, is making this a technology that can give them a user journey. The secret, I've realized over like servicing 250 clients over the past 18 months, is not just the product, it's the user journey, the user experience they want to take you to take through. Everybody wants to gift with a story.
I'm going to pause you there and move to Farah.
Sorry. Oh, she can't. Oh.
Are we allowed to do that? We'll extend by 1 minute, but let me give the others a chance and we'll come back to you. Yeah, go for it, Farah.
I love the concept, honestly. My question is, because of the expansion that you're going through now, the different markets, the different industries, every market would have its different kind of needs. What is your thoughts or your strategy into entering those markets and accommodating your gifts to their needs?
So I think I love that question because Cadeau is a bit of a Robin Hood where we look for vendors that are locally based in each market and we support them. So we don't carry inventory. Our job is to understand the culture, and like that's Van Cleef with Aya Bitar, she's Saudi for Saudi in Ramadan. Like we always try to empower the local artisanas and the local products. The secret here is making sure they can scale with you. So what we do is we help small businesses be giftable enough for corporates to give their VIPs or their employees. So there's a lot of cultural research in the background, and we empower a lot of designers. We work with a lot of designers on Upwork and Fiverr. And I think it's really exciting for us because there's a big creative flow. People pay for the ideas sometimes.
I'm going to move to you, Saeed, and then we'll come back.
Yeah, just have a question with regards to the platform. Are you doing this through your own website?
So it's a very good question. Currently, we have a Shopify website, and the fundraising for this seed round is to create a sort of like a personal shopping AI experience with a web app, which our product manager, we've hired a guy from Talabat, very talented, to build that. So we think in the next 6 to 8 months, we'll have the MVP, and we're going to start expanding on the tech side.
But is that through Shopify?
No. We will pivot Shopify and introduce a technology with all the learnings. Because what we'd like to do is when you fill out the details, the algorithm will suggest gifts as per your budget, rather than having to talk to someone. And we're noticing each client on average is 12 to 60 emails sometimes back and forth over 2 months. So our job with the technology is to save you time and be able to make more money by eliminating the waste.
Okay, moving to you, Nick.
Definitely a succinct presentation. Good job on wanting us to know a lot more about your this thing, but I would have definitely wanted you to share more detail up front about it. So what's your go-to-market? How are you going to expand? How do you get in touch with all of these B2Bs? Most of them have sourcing departments, etc., that could be challenging to get through.
So we have a database of 5,000 clients in MENA. We've noticed that GCC is the biggest gifting market. We haven't had time really to go after new clients, so our problem hasn't been the demand. It's been the operations and back end being smooth enough, which is why I want to introduce the technology. So we service people like, you know, Khalaf Habtour has gotten a gift because he owns a private jet with ExecuJet, and ExecuJet gifts through us. Ronaldo received a gift from us because our client is Netflix. Netflix orders from us monthly. So for me, I think the raise we're doing now, we're raising $5 million seed, is to build the brand, because nobody's heard about us. It's just been word of mouth and organic. And I'm not trying to toot our own horn here, but we don't have a direct competitor. We're first player in the market of this level of quality. And I think it's such a gap. That's why we don't have time and we aren't able to service everybody.
I will allow one more question.
Sorry, I'll just finish quickly. So the raise is to spend on the technology, the branding and marketing, and growing the team.
Okay, one last question as promised. Quick one.
A comment and a question. Like, since fundraising is crucial, I think this should be on your deck on how you will spend those 5 million, because it's really your choking point right now. you're struggling with operations and growing too fast because you have the clients, you identified where you're going. So I would advise you to really include the fundraising portion in the future. The second thing is like, how would you, like, if I'm a good vendor enough and producer of these, how can I bypass you? How do you manage the risk of being bypassed by your own suppliers when you get them those big clients?
So we have supplier agreements, and if they don't honor that, we don't use them again. And it's very competitive. Like, you'll have more than 6 candle vendors, so we started now to have the data of what the client's looking for. I think the future of scaling this will be brick and mortar model plus technology, where we will maybe make our own products to have higher margins. Kind of like Flowered, speaking of which, we have 2 acquisitions on the table already, and we're only seed. So I think the future for us is quite exciting. We just need to make the right decision on what that will look like over the next couple of years. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, thank you very
Thank you.
much. Cado gifting, everyone. I'd like someone to automate gifting me. That would be quite nice. Some nice people who want to automate me to receive gifts at regular intervals. That's not a bad idea. Maybe we can talk about that later. Right, so the judges will begin scoring now. I wanted to share some stats in the meanwhile to highlight how significant today's competition is. So over the past about 9 months, of all the funding that has gone to startups led by women, can anyone guess what percentage has gone to women in the Middle East and North Africa? Any? 2%? I have 2% there. Anyone else? 15%. Wow, I wish it was 15. Anyone else? Only MENA. Would you care to take another guess? 4%. We have 2. We have 4. Anyone else? How much? This year. So until August, basically. January to August. How much has gone to women? Okay, so Cicely says less than 2. 1. Yeah. So, yeah, that's true. 99% went to male-led startups. 1% went to women. And isn't that so very sad? And I've been reading a lot because I report on this, and it makes me angry every time I write a story about it because A, the numbers drop, so are we moving forward or backward? All of this great talk about empowerment and supporting women and more women. By the way, this is in complete contradiction to that there are 68% more women-led businesses in the region, and yet the funding that goes to women has dropped and is now barely 1%. That makes no sense, right? Go ahead. I think the world average is around between 5 and 10%, so not much higher. Yeah, I don't know about this year, but those are deplorable numbers. And considering those numbers, then the fact that, what I love about this competition is that it's not lip service. TiE is not paying lip service to, let's call it empowerment. This is equity-free support to women-led businesses. So can we have a round of applause for all that TiE women do? And on to our next pitch. We have Baytukam, presented by Latifa bin Heather. Come on, guys, I think we can encourage her a bit more. Judges, just for your reference, it might show up as Baytuki on there, but it's Baytukam.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Latifa bin Haider, and I'm the founder and managing partner at Baytacom. Sarah is a 23-year-old fresh graduate who just started a new job, and she studied finance, so she understands time value of money, inflation. So she wants to invest in an asset that has or can generate a passive income in order to reach her goal of being financially independent. After some research, she found that real estate is the way to go. It's a tangible asset, generates passive income, which is the rental income. There is great potential for capital appreciation. It also hedges against inflation. I think something happened and I, never mind. She has also seen that it's a market that is in consistent growth after she studied the charts of the past 100 years. Regardless of the occasional downturns. Oops. So now that she chose real estate, she found out that it's not a viable option or like an option that is available for her right now because the biggest problem is that she can't afford it. She can't afford to buy a property outright, and her only other option is to take out a loan. This is what she's looking at. If you were to take a loan to invest in a property worth 1 million dirhams, for example, with an interest rate of 3.24, she would have to pay monthly over 7,000 dirhams for 15 years. And in the end, over 260,000 is paid in interest to the bank. So that is that much above the property value or price. So she thought, you know what, if this is an option that I'm looking at in order to live in this house, my home, then maybe it's a viable option. But for investment purposes, there has to be a better option out there. So what if there was a company that was licensed and regulated that can offer me to make one single payment with whatever budget that I have, also has an experienced and professional team to vet and source the properties for me, then also maybe manage it also on my behalf. Gives me the opportunity to diversify and invest in multiple properties with, again, whatever budget that I have. So a company like that does exist. Baytacom is a crowdfunding platform for real estate investments that enables individuals of all ages and income brackets to invest in real estate, starting with as little as 5,000 dirhams, aka less than $1,500. Registered at the DIFC and regulated by the Dubai Financial Services Authority. So very simply, our services are as follows. We source and we vet the properties on the behalf of our clients. We find the best opportunities out there and list them on our platform, exclusively for our members. We then manage the crowdfunding process that happens in the meantime, complete the purchase process on their behalf as soon as it's fully funded. We then manage the investment operations, including distributing the rental income to all the investors, even if there was 300 investors on one property. That's our work. Finally, we facilitate the sale of the property. So we're talking about an entire investment journey from A to Z. Someone like Sarah would choose Baytacom because, first of all, it's a regulated entity, so she doesn't have to worry about the company disappearing or running away with the money. She also knows that she has direct ownership in the property. We only list ready and residential properties, nothing off-plan, so that mitigates the risk. And all the properties are insured, another layer of protection. And the client money is held separately in a custodian account called the client money account, separate from the Baytacom corporate account. And finally, there's an expert team that will manage the investment process from A to Z. Now, by comparison, if we look at the numbers here, let's say Sarah chose to go with this crowdfunding process. Her budget is about 25,000 dirhams cash in a property that is worth about 1 million dirhams. Let's look at holding the property for about 5 years. So in 5 years' time, we sell the property and Sarah would have generated over 10,000 dirhams, about 10,000 dirhams in rental income, and the property value would have increased by about 20%, so the 25,000 value kind of turn into 30,000. Let's envision it like that. So we're looking at a total ROI of 15,000. So for Sarah, it's, you know what, I'm going to go in with 25,000 and leave in 5 years' time with 40. No hassle. Good thing for me, and I don't have to pay in expenses or interest. So how it works is very simple. All you have to do is register on the account, select a property of your liking, and hit invest. And then we do all the work. The business model is fairly simple. We take 2.98% at acquisition when we purchase the property, and 2.5% at exit when we sell the property at the end of the journey. The Dubai real estate market is huge. By the end of 2023, we're expecting it to reach about 300 billion dirhams. So that signifies the size of the market and that there are many promising investment opportunities just here. In terms of expansion, we're looking at, of course, we're in the UAE right now. We want to look into going into the GCC, MENA, and then global. And the target market is honestly anyone above the age of 18 who can invest about 5,000 twice a year. In terms of competition, I just want to highlight that the licensing process takes about 2 years, so it's very, very competitive to become a regulated financial entity in this space. So out of 20, 30 companies that applied last year, we're one of 5 who got regulated and the only one in this crowdfunding space. So this is something to know that it's very, very difficult for competition to go in. We're one of only 3 players in the market and the newest entrant. So we have the second mover advantage. We're able to look into what our competitors did before we were able to start. We also have a holistic approach. So we establish long-term relationships with our clients. And a crucial part of it is education and awareness. This is, again, to build trust, credibility, and to have a knowledgeable client base that understand every single step of the way. And finally, most of our clients seek to invest with friends and family, so we are actively fostering a sense of community within our network. Since its official launch in 2023, Baytecom has fully funded multiple properties, and we have investment sizes ranging from 5,000 to hundreds of thousands. So it's quite a wide range. We launched our mobile application as well this year after 2 failed web-based platforms, so this is a huge accomplishment. And we went from like 3 users a week to 10 per day. So we onboarded over 1,900 users just this year, just in the past few months, ranging from 18-year-old students all the way to 67-year-old grandmothers of various nationalities. That's something I'm very proud of. And the investment trend, as we have seen from many of our clients, that they test with the 5,000, and then they reinvest with the bigger amount, and then that second investment, they already brought friends and family to invest with them. So it's a testament that our holistic community building approach is, successful. As for the team, myself, I'm the founder and managing partner. Our CEO is Farhan, with over 20 years of experience in the real estate and finance industry. Viola and Shuruq make up the client relations team, and we have Angelica as our office and accounts manager. Our accounting, finance, development, legal, and marketing team are outsourced. Again, this was the smartest option for us as a startup, hoping to bring most of them in-house. As for our board of advisors, they're amazing, esteemed advisors. We have people ranging from corporate banking to business strategy, all the way to real estate, legal departments, and technology. This is just to name a few. Baytecom is currently managing the operations of multiple investments from thousands of clients. Our mobile applications simplify the investment journey, as I just explained. The investors have access to all this on their portfolio. And we have a bespoke backend system that was customized that manages investors, properties, and all accounting transactions. Of course, it's scalable. And my favorite part is that it has instant access to data for live reports and dashboards for a regulated entity that is very important to have ad hoc whenever the regulators request it. And of course, we have an data-driven system that assists in the selection of properties with considering over 100 variables. In terms of funding, we are looking to raise around $1 million. We want to hire talent to accelerate growth, move the development team first in-house, marketing and advertising, and finally, of course, develop subscription-based learning content for our members only. Thank you. This was Baytecom. Ready to take your questions.
All right, we'll start with you, Farah.
Hi, Latifa.
Hello.
I like the concept. I have a question about the selling part. When you come to sell a property, is it like, how is it managed in terms of the multiple investors? If someone wants to exit earlier than the property, can you explain more about how that process
Sure. So the best part about this is that you purchase shares in a property versus the entire property. So selling your shares to other clients is what we do. So let's say you want to exit early and not everyone decided to sell the property, you inform the team, we facilitate that, this person would like to sell these shares in this property, who would like to swap, great, we swap the ownership, you take your cut and you're done.
So I'm going to squeeze in a quick 3 questions.
One question first, and
so-
we'll come
so-
back to you.
So I am aware of Smart Crowd. I'm sure you're aware of them. I just
course.
want to know what's the difference. And also, I want to know, you said 19,000 users you have, but how many of them have invested?
It's 1,900 users.
Oh, 1,900.
1,900
okay, I thought it
users.
was 19K. Okay.
No.
And how many have actually invested?
I would say about 50% of them became active investors. The other 50 require a lot more education and awareness first. And we see that we are in direct contact with them, so they tell us that they require a little bit more time to be able to take this first step, because it's mostly first-time investors.
Okay, moving to you, Nick.
Great, great idea and great concept. Just on the bit about the buying process and all that. So the investors end up holding, registered as title deed on the title deed for the property itself. Is that?
So how it works is, as a company that is registered in the DIFC, we have basically the license to issue multiple SPVs, special purpose vehicles. So for every property, we create one. We list all the investors as shareholders, and we are listed as directors. You would even see my name and our CEO. This allows us to be, of course, this is the POA. And if anybody wants to swap shares, this is a lot less costly. And the name of that SPV goes on the title deed. All of those, of course, are provided to our investors as soon as the purchase process is completed.
Moving to you, Louisa.
I will try to also load many questions because we have one cannot cut it, but we'll try. I think for me is really how do you manage the risk of cash flow in the future when your investors are not able to actually make those payments, and that number of users will grow, so the risk will grow. So that's one. And I would squeeze in the second question is really the supply. How would you manage to have the best supply for high rental income, because it's purely for investment. So on the demand side, how would you ensure to get the best real estate?
So for the first question, just to clarify, apologies. So for the first question, just to clarify, whenever we list a property, it's for a limited time, and all payments are one time and cash only. So we're not worried about defaults. So that's the first one. The second one, we have a very rigorous process when it comes to vetting the property. So a lot of sourcing, we deal with a lot of agents because we're not a brokerage. We deal with a lot of brokerages who have a lot of agents. So they already know our criteria. We kind of shortlist before they send us the batch, and then our team is the one who vets and checks the properties. We also check them in person. We have a whole list. I mean, if I get into it now, we're not going to finish. And then we list them on our platform. So it's a very long process, but it's worth it because the few properties that we funded, we saw that they already increased in value by 20% in 4 months' time, when that's something that you really see in a 4-year investment.
We have 30 seconds for one more quick question if someone has one. Go ahead.
I just want to, maybe you can elaborate the difference between you and the other competitors and how you're different than them.
Of course. So our competitors, I mean, there's only one activity that's like this. So all of us have the same license. We have the same activity in terms of what we can and cannot provide in terms of services, down to what we can market and what we can't, just so it's clear. What we have that is different, though, is that, to be very honest with you, we know Smart Crowd is really good finance guys. GetStake are really good real estate guys. We are in the middle. We have both. So we have someone who is finance in real estate who's heading that section. So apart from being the new entrants and having a more holistic and community-based approach, this is something that is the most significant part, I would say.
That's all we have time for. Thank you very much. And a round of applause for Latifa bin Heather of Betukom. I always get to play bad cop and cut everyone off. I'm just doing my job, guys, to be fair to everyone. So apologies to the judges. for being difficult, but I want to give everyone an equal chance to answer their questions. I always worry about someone waiting in the parking lot later. You didn't let me answer my question or ask my question, so please don't do that. I haven't parked outside, so yeah, should be okay. So building on our conversation from earlier about funding, does anyone wonder why? Why do women get so little funding? I was reading a survey that came out last year, actually, from Visa, and I thought it was very interesting. Sorry to MasterCard, it's a Visa survey. It said 38%, it found 38%, or about 4 in 10 of male business owners who were surveyed in the UAE said they believe that men have better business instinct than women. I wonder what the women in the room would say, and I wonder what anyone would say after seeing these rounds of pitches, but apparently that is what the survey said. And also 34% said that businesses founded by women could not compete with those run by men. And again, I beg to differ because the numbers globally say otherwise. I'm sure most of you have come across the Boston Consulting Group, the BCG survey that said that if women participated as equal entrepreneurs, global GDP could rise from 2.5 trillion to $5 trillion. So that's just what the numbers say. I'm not sure why the perceptions have not moved forward yet. But that's not a bad thing. The numbers are not a bad thing, actually, because the survey also showed that most women, especially in this part of the world, because funding access is limited, they use their personal savings to start their businesses. And I think that takes a lot of guts, and I think that's actually a good thing, that they're so confident in their ideas and the stakes are higher for them, that they're using their personal savings. So as women, we figure it out and we make do. And so I think it's quite a reflection on how they're solving the problem. They're still willing to take a bet on themselves and go ahead and also then bravely come and pitch in places that are willing to support them. Sorry, Cicely. Oh, are you waving at me? Oh, okay, not yet. We will give the judges another moment. It's getting tougher with each pitch, isn't it, guys? And it's always a good sign when the judges want to squeeze in more questions and then you have to cut them off. It just means it's the quality of the pitches. Super. Okay, we are ready to move on to our next pitch. Can we have a round of applause to welcome Hasna Al-Mutawa of Easy Health.
Is it working now? Yeah. Okay. Can I start? I just wanted to start by saying that I know PK, so I'm in the right place. So here, you have so many rules. I mean, I'm a hyper person. I can't follow rules. Okay. So this is Hasna. I founded a company called Easy Health. I'm a mother of 4 beautiful children, 2 girls, a boy, and a digital health startup. I used to be a super mom. I used to hit the gym 2 hours a day, count my calories, do all these things. And then after the second baby, I realized that, you know what, I deserve a break. I allowed myself to gain a little weight. Then I realized it's not little anymore. So as a mother, I took an extreme reaction to that. I did many weight loss methods, French diet, egg diet, keto, all these, everything in the market, even the boot camp. Then it was my aha moment. You know what? Weight loss is complicated enough and adding more complexity to the journey is not in anyone's favor. This is where Easy Health was founded. Easy Health is a full-fledged weight management platform. We take care of your weight management journey from the moment you decide what you want to do, you want to lose weight or you want to gain weight, to the end where we grocery shop on your behalf. Our passion in Easy Health is to simplify the journey of weight management, making sure that everyone is following a healthy lifestyle on their terms. And I want to highlight that because most of the time people force all these crazy diets on us and we cannot follow it. It's not a diet plan, it's a lifestyle. When it comes to maintaining a healthy lifestyle, there are three main problems: information, guidance, and social support. And these, the three main problems, I see somebody's nodding their head, alhamdulillah. Most of the time, I don't need to explain it that much to people because everyone is struggling to maintain a healthy lifestyle, especially with everything going on in social media. Everyone became a fitness expert, and there are loads of information about losing weight, cutting bread, doing all these things. So we take care of all these things. And as a good nerd entrepreneur, I'm not going to say about any problem without providing you with facts. So first of all, 23% is the obesity rate in the Middle East. Comparing with the rest of the world, it's 13%. 71% of the Middle Eastern, alhamdulillah, finally started becoming health conscious. And there is tech adoption in the region, especially in the UAE and Saudi, and it's a huge market. We created Easy Health. First of all, we automate the meal planning journey from the moment you decide your health goal. After that, we ask you about your health diet type, whether you want to follow a vegetarian health diet or keto or whatever. And then we have a beautiful feature called exclusions. It's okay. I'm a mother, multitasker. So in the exclusion part, you can exclude anything. And when I say anything, if you have an allergy from peanut butter, you can exclude the peanut butter and automatically our technology will exclude that from the suggestions. After you finish your beautiful plan, you can generate a shopping list. And what is good about the shopping list, it will tell you exactly what you need for this plan. So you don't need to overshop. You don't need even to go to the supermarket, because if you go to the supermarket, you're going to buy more. We did not stop at doing all that. We provided you with two beautiful features. First is the Fitness Connect. It's a fitness dating feature where we match people based on their fitness diet, fitness interest. And we found that actually this feature born because of my colleagues in Hub 71. They were like planning a football match every week, and the one who's coordinating the match was like the victim. They have to do everything. And then I realized that this is a gap in the market, you know? It's very difficult for people plus 30 like myself to go approach someone, hey, you wanna run? You wanna go for cycling? So we matched people based on their fitness diet and location. Last but not least is the telehealth. We have therapists, we have fitness coaches, we have doctors that provide consultations related to weight management in our application. So I will skip all that and tell you where the catch is. I know many people will say there are many diet platforms in the region. Yes, they are, but we're the best. This is the cliche answer. We are the Arabic version of all these diet apps. Most of the time, all the products are available in the States, and most of the recipes are like, you know, purely diet recipes like oats, which is so boring. And it's not available in Arabic. Our technology is available in 3 languages, Arabic, English, and Kurdish, because we're based also in Iraq. Our technology saves you time. The consultations with the dietitian or nutritionist in our platform is around from $7 to $9 only, and time. And my favorite feature is control. We give you control. So you can customize everything. The suggestions for food, the reminder of the food, the shopping list, the day you want to receive the groceries, Everything is customizable. Business model is very straightforward. Subscription, monthly subscription is $9.99. Annual subscription is $59.99. And our commission on the telehealth is $2. This is what we've done so far. We got a grant fund from ADIO. We are the only telehealth partner for Zain Telecom in Iraq, which has 17 million members. And we recently onboarded Bahrain Telecom. We got certified by TRA for their telehealth. And we completed our MVP. We have 35,000 users. We've done many consultations, and we have high rating in the Play stores. This is one of the feedback from few of our clients. Basically, it's all about the benefits of easy health and changing their lifestyle. Our target is women and health-conscious people. How to target them? We do the conventional way of targeting people in the well-being market with showing them our benefits or the features that we offer them in this region. I want to highlight here the affiliates. We are working with more than 100 fitness trainers who suggest the platform for their clients. As I mentioned, it's a big market. We're talking about 489 million in the GCC market only, including Iraq. There are many competition in the market, as I mentioned. I will focus on one thing. We are the only one who's providing this in your mother tongue and taking care of your grocery shopping. The team is dedicated, small. Myself, I'm a health economist. I spend my life designing well-being programs in the oil and gas sector. And we have Ramana, which is a tech guru. We have Munish coming from the health insurance market. And we have Saeed, who's taking care of the research. The journey of the product is typical, but it was not easy. So we started, in 2019, we started the R&D. 2020, we launched the telehealth module with COVID. And then in 2022, we have the version 2 of the Fitness Connect and meal planning. We are targeting to launch in Saudi in 2025. Now we're based in UAE, Egypt, and Iraq. We're expecting 3 million in revenue. And I want to end my presentation by saying that I believe all women are superheroes. Just allow me to provide you the right cape size. Thank you.
I'm going to start with you, Nick.
Again, great presentation. Thank you for making our job really hard. Good. You said it again. It's a crowded marketplace. There's a lot of different things. I get the point that there's definitely you're targeting a primarily Arab audience, and that's of course a fantastic approach. How do you see that though? What happens if you become successful and there's adjacent movement from competition? Is there any other areas that you feel that you are differentiated in that would stop somebody from copying your idea?
Yeah, I think what differentiates us is data. We have more than 10,000 simplified nutrition label of the products available in the Middle East. Most of our recipes are in Arabic, that has 3 languages, and we have video recipes. So most of our clients download the plan in PDF and give it to their helper at home to cook it for them. And the mapping that we are doing now, we are tracking everything. So we're tracking everything people's buy, and the next phase for us is to integrate the shopping with the e-commerce market. Basically, we're targeting big suppliers like Carrefour, Lulu, and our brand is economical solution. So we don't want to go with the super expensive organic products. We want to simplify the whole.
Moving to you, Louisa.
Always keep changing the order, so
I rotate.
keep us on
I
our
give
toes.
everyone an equal turn.
But great presentation. You know, I'm biased for health, but I'll try to be like to really understand your business. So, out of the 35K users, how many are paid customers?
1,500.
1,500K. And in terms of the journey of the user, like, is the teleconsultation with a nutritionist optional that comes after, or is it like?
The teleconsultation is a separate model. They can book directly. But when you subscribe, we give you one call with the dietitians who will help you to know how to use the application and to know what to pick in your plan.
Okay, and I imagine this is AI enabled. So, like, what do you feed? Like, how do you feed to have the right recommendations for the right person to tailor?
Yeah, we have a huge database since we started on what are the consumptions, what people like in here, and everything is recorded. Our team is working on the AI module of that. Actually, we just reviewed an MVP last week, but we're still working on it because we don't want to be another AI bot like the others. We want it to be customized for the region. So we want the AI bot to know, not only suggest the thing that they want, also speak their language. So
I'm going to move to you, Farah. I know you're in healthcare, so I allowed you the extra question.
I agree with the rest. It is a wonderful idea. And having went through the whole new mom journey, I totally get the importance of it. Two questions. I'm not trying to.
Just one, please, because we only have 2 minutes. Yeah.
All right.
Combine them. Combine them.
Okay. So, as pregnant women, sometimes we get either back pain challenges during pregnancy and after pregnancy. Is there somewhere along the journey where the specific injuries, challenges, experiences that those individuals go through, where it's taken into consideration for the kind of food they can eat, if there's any kind of activities they should or should not do?
Yes, and beyond that. So what we do is, once you register with us, and like in the app, you will see that it's just something that will generate a diet for you. But what we do is we divide the clients into groups. We're not only focusing on the commercial side of it, we are also working on building a community. So for example, you mentioned new moms. We don't do the doula and send you Pampers or whatever. What we do is we try to match you with people with the same issue or with the same situation, and then we build on that.
I'm going to cut you off and move to Saeed. I think that answered the question. Last question, about 45 seconds.
So I believe you pivoted to a new concept or a business. I have a question with regards. So I have a question with regards to, I think everyone agrees that fitness is important and customization, the way you describe it, is perfect. What is your strategy for you to be able to get the customer? Because there's thousands of people who are offering, and you're clumped with 500,000 of them. So
I'm going to cut off the question and let her answer it because we only have 30 seconds.
So how do you differentiate yourself and the strategy for you to come out of, to stand
first,
out?
There are two sides of this question, how I differentiate myself and then how I reach the customers. So basically, I mentioned the localization and the huge database that we have. We spent 1 year doing this data collection manually. So I think if somebody wants to copy us, they will take more time to get where we are getting. This is one thing. Another thing, how we get to our customers. We started with the conventional, social media ads, all these things did not work.
I'm going to let you finish the sentence, but you just need to stop there, yeah.
Okay. I'll be very fast. So now we changed our strategy. It's all about the affiliates. So we are focusing on two things, fitness coaches and micro-influencers.
That's all the time we have. We have to be fair to everyone. Thank you very much. Round of applause for Easy Health, Hasna Al-Mutawa. I wonder if anyone's thinking about the great mix of pitches that we've had this morning. So we have one startup solving our paper bills for us, another one automating gifting for me and Ronaldo and others, And then we have houses sorted for everyone if you want to invest in property. And of course, we have, I don't know how many people are worried about, putting on weight, but definitely the weight loss challenge is being addressed in addition to, of course, good health. Can we have a round of applause for such great ideas and such a great mix of innovative ideas? It's only when you hear these ideas that you realize it's sort of like what Steve Jobs said, right? You don't know what you need until they show it to you. And truly, some of these ideas, while we may not have sat around thinking, I wish someone would build that for me, when you hear it, you're like, well, I would like to use that. That would make my life easier. So really, hats off to the talent in the room today, and especially the spotlight on the Emirati excellence. All right, the judges are getting faster. I bet if there was snacks on the table, you would be stress eating right now, right? All right, let's... Great plug over there. All right, guys, let's put your hands together for Zahra Habib Al-Darwish of Sit, Jump, Play.
Hello? Okay, so I am Zahra Habib Al-Darwish, and I am a founder and the CEO for Sit, Jump, Play event. So, Meta, here we have some entertainment as well to be added. Where I have to click, sorry. Which one? Okay. Okay, so let's just start by who we are. Sit Jump Play event actually has been founded and established in 2016. And why did I have established this one? There is a reason. And first of all, I became a mom. So I had to find the time for myself. Because at that time I was working in a corporate and it was taking most of my time. So I said, okay, I will go and do my own business. And the second thing which has really made me think of doing this business, which is really the pain, that in 2016, I have noticed that most of the events, entertainments, parties, and all these things is all in the modern style. And I was trying to find a gap over there. Why it's only modern style? We are in UAE. We have our own tradition, we have our own culture, and we are in GCC, MENA. So we have our own touch, we have our magical, touch over there. So there I thought of like how I can merge between the modern style and at the same time our culture, our tradition, and keeping in our mind that our new generation, they are actually losing the taste of the tradition. They are losing the taste of the culture. So how we can let them go back to our grandmothers or fathers and all these things by entertaining them, by giving them the events, parties, or something which is having that fusion of the mix between the modern and the tradition. So from there, we had the slogan, we create the moment, and that's what we do. We do create a moment for unforgettable moments, which is just stuck in your mind, okay? And here we are, Sit, Jump, Play. Oh, I went back, sorry. So what we do, I just will go
fast in this slide, just to tell you like how we are running the things. Actually, we go through the yearly calendar, and then we find our target, and from there we do our fully planned and customized events and everything, and then we go for the execution. I would say our wow sales, I have, as I said, I established in 2016. So from 2016 to 2023, you can see that there is a difference in the prices that I have in my sale and all these things. But I want you to notice a bit more in the initiatives. It is not having a big and a big sale, but it is content, and it's going gradually high, and that's and that's why I thought of concentrating more in the initiatives in our pitch today. So this is the list of the initiatives that I have done. You know, we've been in the pandemic. I don't want to mention it, but I have to. You know that we are an event-based company. We like people, we gather them, networking with them and everything, and it has hit me 100% on my cash flow. And I think it's not only me, it's hit everyone. But as an event person, it's hit me 100%. So while I was in quarantining, I was thinking what I can do. I have to raise myself. I just cannot close my business and just sitting there. So from there, I thought of these initiatives. Party in a box. Imagine that you are sitting in the house alone with your kid, and it is their birthday, and you get this box, which is having all the party essentials and all these things. It was a wow moment at that time. Then I've gone through the party broadcast and the cinema broadcast, because I have noticed that the companies, the event companies who's based on conferences and the business meetings and all these things, they got lots of cash, through the Teams, Zooms, and all these things. So why not? Entertainment. I'm an entertainment person, so that's why I started the party broadcast. It has a different feeling, like when you broadcast all the family and they are partying and all these things. And then I started the cinema broadcast, where I have taken all the kids and I put them broadcast a movie for them or something, and they are able to see each other and talk to each other while we are broadcasting. Then, of course, we started with the summer camps when we came out of the pandemic and all those things. Finally, I will not say it's finally, but yes, find gigs. This is the hack here. Find gigs. I would say that they are my real team. They are the soul and the heart of Sit Jump Play event, because after we finished the quarantine and the pandemic and all these things, I was thinking actually, what happened? Most of the companies who's like, let's say the small and the medium companies, they have closed their business, and some of them, they went to their country house and all these things. So these talents, they've been left out. They have no place where it's holding them and keeping them around. We have the photographers, we have the singers, entertainers, performance, MCs, all of them. So here I have created actually something called like a pool strategy, where I have gathered all these talents and I kept them all together under this pool. And whenever there's an opportunity for them, I just used to go pick the right candidate, and I replace it. I give a job for them. So it was something nice, like when you see that someone is jobless, or they are not able to get an opportunity. So by this pool, they can get the opportunity easily. So yeah, why I say they are my real team? Because right now, actually, I'm hiring a freelancer marketing and sales manager, which came from this pool itself. So like this, they can save jobs as well. Then I went for the extra mile. I said, okay, let's find a marketplace for them. So instead of everything is manual, right now it's manual, I'll just be frank with you, okay, but this is the application, the marketplace that I have created. It's already there in Android and in Apple. So this application actually is just like your Instagram, where you can post all your talent, videos, pictures, and everything. And then there will be an opportunities who's coming to you. It all will be within the same application. So here are some snapshots of that one, like follow your favorite artist, find your favorite artist, and share your valuable feedback, which is very important to have this feedbacks. And of course, it's all, and this one, get updates from your favorite gigs and the easy booking. And this is very important that they have an easy booking as well. So it will not be complicated with lots of questions and so forth. And also the login page, like if they want to be an artist or they are an artist. And these things. Okay. So right now about my competitive advantages, as the country is going for the sustainability and all these things, so I'm thinking to have more sustainable event practice. So more sustainable event vibes with a new initiative I have started, Nature Me initiative, where it will have eco-friendly items and gifts where they can use it as a gift for their clients and at the same time use it in their event as well. Now, the customization and personalization, as I said, that we
Thank you, Zahra.
creating
We'll
more.
move to Q&A with the judges. I will start with you, Saeed, since I cut you off last.
No problem, thank you. Just have a question with regards to post pandemic. How was your performance and sales when it comes to these events? Did it increase? Is it much better? How is it? What's happening right now? And I see that you have an app, so maybe this has maybe supported you or helped you.
Yes, actually, after post-pandemic, you can see that my sale and everything is started to increase gradually. And the people who are in the pool, they are getting more and more opportunities, in fact. And even some of them, they are already, they got a job from this one. So this is, I would say, that's a wow factor, that you are providing the jobs for the people, and at the same time, they are showing their entertainment.
Moving to you, Nick.
Great job. Just trying to understand, is there a team with you that's looking after job play and find gigs and all of that? Is it you?
It is me, and I have a team. Like I have two of my colleagues. One is a male and one female. So we are looking for placing these the talents, and at the same time to take the orders and all these things. Yeah.
Moving to you, Louisa.
Thank you. Great presentation, and best of luck for the launch of the app. Just a question on the business model. So do you take commissions from the artists that are booked, or how does it work?
Yes, of course. I take a commission from them.
What is the percentage?
I take around 10%.
10%.
10%.
And what's the average value of the orders you get, like from the clients?
It depends. Like last time for the JITEX, I got an Huawei project. They wanted around 100 hostess, so it was like 100 and plus.
And you deal with third parties for the certain projects, or it's purely you sourcing? Okay.
Yes, because I'm an event. I would not have everything in my my place, but I have just the third parties. That's why I'm having a strong relationship with my partners, with
Moving to you, Farah.
I knew I was going to get
But you
up,
were
so
quick, so I time you. Thank you for speaking quickly.
Similar to one of the questions that was asked previously, and because you deal with third-party vendors or providers, how do you mitigate against them bypassing you, one, and ensuring that they do deliver on the agreement?
Okay, and first of all, I have a contract with each one of them. It's not like they just come and they can pass by. The thing is, I'm trying to close the deals by myself. So the client, I know them very well. So they know that I'm the provider. So even if they went there and tried to pass by me, so it will be a bit difficult for them to do that because I'm building that relation with them. And there was a second question?
We have time for about one or two more questions, if you have any.
Yeah, okay.
Any more questions? Go ahead.
Finally, is it just that commission, or is there any other monetization that you do on the app itself?
In the app, it will be like a commission based right now, but I'm thinking about the monetization thing. So it will be like a marketplace for them, maybe by having some NFTs and some those things.
Okay. Thank you very much. Can we have a round of applause for Zahra from Sit, Jump, Play? And that concludes our pitches for this afternoon. Can we have a special round of applause for our judges who have a very tough job ahead? I wouldn't want to be in their place. It's going to be really hard for them, I'm sure. Ladies and gentlemen, while the judges deliberate, we will now pause for a short break and refreshments outside for about 10 minutes. So enjoy some coffee, much deserved, especially by the participants. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if we can take our seats, we are ready with the big news everyone's been waiting for. I guess no one wants to hear the winners. All right, everyone, can we please take our seats to proceed with the announcement of who will win today's pitch competition. I'd like to start by expressing our gratitude to our generous sponsor, Transworld, for their support for today's competition and for TiE women. I'd also like to acknowledge again our community partners for all their contributions to this event: Dubai Women Business Council, It's Her Store, WAMDA, Brink, Start Abu Dhabi, Flat 6 Labs, Female Fusion, Live Inc., 63, C3, Plug and Play Abu Dhabi, The Bureau, 2022 Female Angels, and In5. It really does take a village, doesn't it? We've had 5 amazing pitches. Only one can win. Who wants to know who it is? Okay, sitting on the edge of our seats, I'd like to call Shamima Parveen, co-chair of TiE Women MENA, and Ashish Punjabi, past president, TiE Dubai. As well as Sanjay Babur, our board member for TiE Dubai. I'd also like to invite our judges onto the floor. And a huge round of applause again for all your hard work. Thank you so much. I know it wasn't easy. Do we have a microphone there? Can we have another microphone? Yeah, sure. Okay, I guess we'll do the photo op first. Keep the suspense building. The poor founders, they're like, we're waiting to hear who won. These guys are taking photos. It's cruel, right? Yes, let's get the branding in as well. It takes a lot, you know, to get to the 50K. You have to earn it. Yeah, you really do. In more ways than one. Yalla, yalla, winners, winners. All right, I'm going to pass the mic. No, stay where you are. Wait, stay here. Give it to you. I think you need to switch it on to announce the winners.
3, 2, 1. All right. Okay, so should we break the silence? It's time to go home. All right, so the first runner-up for the Emirati category for 2023 TiE Women program is ESA Solutions. Reem, Reem had to go back.
Her dad is in the hospital, so she pitched and she went back. So, yeah.
That's
We'll have an extra round of applause for her, even though she's not here.
Okay. Ready for the first runner-up? Or is this the second runner-up?
That was the second.
Sorry. I'm nervous. Would you like to say, Louisa?
Just to make sure, Bay to come. Come to the stage. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Right, now for the big news. The 2024 Emirati category Thai women winner is Easy Health. Congratulations. He's going to come in and change. Yes. Yes, yes. Yeah.
To happen, right?
I think keep them all separate.
Picture with all three, the runners up by to come as well. Somebody can hold his all.
It's one step.
All the founders, whoever's here. Oh, okay, there's only one founder here. Yeah, just one picture with Krishika. Come, Manju. Team picture, Mega, come. Come. Yeah, everybody, just one with the. Farah, right? Come. Come, we'll take a group.
And can I please ask Ashish to give us some closing remarks for the day? And he looks like, why is she saying this?
So yeah, that's the deer caught in the headlights moment when Megha suddenly says, speak. No, thank you to everyone. This is a complete village effort that happens. Contestants, audience, judges, team at TiE Dubai. It's everyone that does this together. Why do we do this? Why do we volunteer our times to do this? It's because we work in communities in this region, and we want to see those communities thrive. And it's what we can do for those communities. And that little spark of inspiration that we can give them and we can get for ourselves. And as TiE Dubai, this is what we will continue to do, not only within the UAE, but we've done this across the region. We've done this competition in Saudi, we've done it in Egypt, we've done it in the Middle East, and we'll continue to do it because we've seen there is no end to it. And the winners of these competitions will now go on to our regional finals in GITEX at North Star. They'll be competing over there. But they'll also go to Singapore at the TiE Global Summit, where there'll be over 40 other winners from around the world. And they'll be competing over there, but they'll also be learning and becoming a part of the community over there as well. And this is what we can do, is take this talent and show it to the rest of the world. And then hopefully get some of them to start investing over here. If we're talking about stats of 1%, 2%, that's terrible. But let's hope in this part of the world, that number goes up and we bring the money in. If there's anything we know to do in Dubai and the UAE, it's getting people in. And I think this is what we hope. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashish. And once again, congratulations to the founders. Thank you very much to our very kind and thorough judges, and to In5 for hosting us, and of course, TiE Women and TiE Dubai for making this happen. Have a great evening, everyone.